Hello.
I like that. Why wasn't I told to do that?
That's like our
signature.
Do you want to get in on it?
I want to get in on
ready?
it.
Here we go again. Ready?
Or do you have a countdown?
Yeah, I'll count it. 3, 2, 1.
Hello. I like that.
That just happened to be our like intro, and now
We
it's
couldn't
like,
do it over Zoom.
we were trying to do it over
like
Zoom when she was at home, and it was like I'd be like 3, 2, 1, I'm like hella, like it'd be all fucked up. Yeah. Okay, so we are back together in the studio again. Yay! As for
after
not being together for like what, 5 weeks?
Yeah, it was grand.
Yeah, Orna ditched me for 5 weeks.
We just didn't like the Zoom. The Zoom was awful.
The Zoom was honestly, that was just really painful for us as well as probably you listening to it. But this week we are back with a third person.
Yeah.
Hello.
As you can see, because we haven't, this is our first podcast back together.
Oh, really?
But I know you're
we
in
haven't
it.
done it.
Aww. And you're really making me miss my sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to bring her over here.
We have a 4 podcast.
Yeah.
We have a table.
Sisters.
It have to be a table talk.
Yeah.
Sisters table talk. But we are back today with Kiki.
Special guest.
Fit.
KikiFit. Kiki is fit. Yeah, so you're known as KikiFit on Instagram.
I am.
Has that always been your name?
Yeah. My dad actually made it up.
Really?
Oh.
I used to be, my real name is Nugent. But I needed like a stage name.
Yeah.
And this was like 2017. And I was like, Dad, like what should I call it? And he was like, what about KikiFit?
Yeah.
And the name just stuck.
It really has like
has a
ring to it, you know?
Yeah, it's cute.
It's good.
Okay, so
I hate myself.
Kiki's having a little snack.
Always.
It's like a mukbang.
Yeah, we should be having food as well.
I rate it. I'm a toasty.
Yeah, it's just a cheese toasty.
It's nice.
Yeah,
They're
it looks like
so
one they
good.
make in those toasty makers as well. Because it's like that nice triangle shape.
Because the food here, it's not very nice, but this is reminding me of home. This is like cheese, bread, just simple.
Yeah.
Need a bit of Irish butter though. That's the one thing I do miss.
Do you
The
cook
butter.
a lot here, like for your own food every day, or
Yeah.
you do?
The food just like doesn't sit well with my stomach.
Yeah.
No.
So I try and like cook at least like breakfast and lunch for myself, and then I'll order dinner.
Yeah, and you
It's
eat at
actually-
Soma a lot as well. And the food's pretty standard there.
Soma's good.
Yeah.
And it's
because-
good stuff.
Yeah, you can like make your own and stuff.
Yeah, and it doesn't make me sick.
Yeah, I don't think I literally could go toilet right for the first month.
No,
here.
it's not. It's not okay.
That is me now.
I find the coffee is so strong here as well. It doesn't help. It's so
It was like
strong.
liquid for like.
No. That's me. That is me. I literally have to watch everything I eat because I can't like.
You're just sensitive, though.
Yeah. My body's just exploding over here. Not in a good way.
But you said you feel like the fittest you've ever felt and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, super fit.
So you're really living up to your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like training like 4 hours a day, and I love it.
Yeah, and it's like not painfully training. Like you just, you like want, you're doing it because you want to, not because you're trying to, like be a certain look or be.
Yeah, like before I came over here, I think I had lost a bit of interest in the gym. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, where you just feel a bit like I was turning up for my sessions, but I wasn't really like giving my all. And I love a challenge and I love being pushed. So I wasn't doing that. And then I got here and it was like a spark was really lit in me. Even my gym sessions. And then obviously I started the MMA stuff. I'm not fantastic at it, but it's just given me like this
Gives you
challenge.
something to work towards. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like, you can get better and it's like addictive. So it's like there's not like level 1.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
You're there with your friends and it's so fun. Like I'm shocking and I'm definitely the worst in the class. Like they pull me out of the class and they're like, she needs to be by herself.
Yeah, it's like that when you're in.
No one wants to be my partner.
The special learning class. Like,
Yeah, that's
Special maths
me.
class, yeah.
No one wants to be my partner because everyone's super good and they're like, I can't do anything with her.
yeah, but that's the beauty of it as well, because then you see yourself improve, like, and then you get
see
more and more
videos, yeah.
motivated and stuff, you know. And then the conditioning classes, obviously everything's so much more
love
sweaty here, so you just feel like you're getting such a better workout, I think.
Yeah, you actually do. But yeah, the training is relit, everything's good. For some reason as well, I don't know if this happens to you, I wake up at 5:30 every morning and it's like there's like something wake me up here. I don't wake up with an alarm or anything.
The curtains in that house is pretty.
It's bright, is it?
Thin as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think at 5:30 it's probably still dark, is it?
No, it's not. But I just wake up really early. Life is great here.
Yeah,
Life is really
you just
like,
and do you feel like at all that you've had like So when I think a lot of people feel this way as well when they're in Bali, like the lows are low but the highs are high.
Yeah.
So do you feel like if you have a low, it is quite low?
It is. I had a low this weekend.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was looking at flights and I was like, I want to go home to my mom.
You just want
I want to roast.
Yeah.
But I think like obviously a lot of people come here to heal, don't they?
Yeah.
So like when you hit a low, you're like, oh my god, I'm so lonely.
Yeah, and I think it like brings up a lot of stuff in you that you it's like Bali is like a mirror, and it shows you a lot of stuff that you need to work on in yourself. Things that you feel like you feel healed about, or things that you were able to cover up in other places with like 100%. Other things, you know, like I don't know, if you're in Dubai, you could just go shopping or like, you know what I mean, to cover it up. And here you're like, I actually have to face it.
Like, we do, especially when you're by yourself. Like you have to. But it's good. I think everyone should face it. I'm like great at brushing it under the carpet. Like I'm really, really good at it.
Yeah.
So here it's like you're kind of forced to deal with the demons, which is good.
Yeah.
And like this is actually so sad. I've actually never really said this online, but I don't cry. Like I don't cry. I think it's like a trauma response.
You have like a blocked heart chakra.
Yeah, that's what we call it. A blocked
heart chakra.
Blocked heart chakra.
Yeah. And then I went down to the sea, and one of the girls were like, Kiki, try meditation. And I was like, I hate it. Like I can't concentrate. Yeah. So I go down to the sea and I was like, right, I'm gonna get a coffee and I'm gonna meditate. Have my headphones in, I'm listening to a meditation, and I start bawling, crying. But not crying, just like streams of tears. So
crying.
Yeah. But they say that the water is really good for your emotions. Like if you ever feel stuff, go to the water.
Yeah.
And like, were you on your own when you?
I was by myself. It's really strange for me. Yeah, so maybe it's healing.
But
it's
that's
an emotional release.
That means that your energy centers are like becoming unblocked. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you're obviously guided here for like to Bali for a reason.
People always say crying is healing, so that's good.
100%.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so nice. So when was the last time you cried before that?
Long time.
When I broke up with my ex, which would have been in June. I cried.
Okay, yeah.
But like I'm the type of person like I'll cry and then I'm like, we're good.
Right, yeah.
Like it's not good. Like I don't enjoy crying.
Maybe like allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Maybe.
I need to, don't I?
But I think that will be. I feel like Bali will open a lot of stuff that you, and it will be uncomfortable, and you'll be looking at flights home probably a lot more often. But you just don't book them.
Yeah. Resist it. Have you done breathwork?
No, I'm doing that this Friday.
Oh my god, that would be fun. That would be fun.
So
I did breathwork and I cried for like 2 weeks after. Like every day.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, it was good.
But, so we will get into our first, eat away. Okay, we're going to get into our first segment, diving deep. Cue the scuba.
I miss these cues. They didn't brief me on what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so the first question, so usually this is where we ask like a question that kind of makes people look within and then make them feel like
kind of ask themselves
the same question, and it'll kind of, we do it to prompt self-development in a way.
Yeah, I love that.
But we're going to ask you this week, because I feel like online you are like the epitome of confidence.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're such a like
confident queen.
Like, queen, yeah. So we're gonna say, how do you think you became more confident, or like in yourself, like, or
from when you were young?
Because you like started out like years ago when it wasn't even a thing, and people would have obviously kind of like been like, oh, what the hell, you know, in Ireland, like small mindset, and like how did you like rise above all that and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this?
Oh my god. It's like, so I have this like, the one thing about me that I actually love about myself is I have this like unshakable confidence.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, it makes me not insecure at all. So in my head, I'm like, if I do something, I'm going to be the best at it. I'm going to be, so I don't really take on other people's opinions unless it's like constructive criticism or someone who knows me. But like, for me, I've always just like really blocked out haters. Because at the start, like people would like, not a lot of people will support you until you've made it, until you've done it. So when you've done it, and then all the people that were being mean to me come out of the woodwork and they're like, I support you.
Yeah.
Well, you always need to do it, like all this,
So
100%.
for me, it's just like, I put blinkers on, and like when I decide something, that's it. I always knew I wanted to work in social media. I wanted to own my own business, so I just put the blinkers on, and I only surround myself with the people who really elevate me. So that's what and it's not easy.
No.
Like, I have such a tough skin because of, like, I've been doing this since I was like 20, 21. I'm 26 now. So for me, like, it's at the start, like, I remember I used to read comments and I'd like sit in my bed and cry. And my ex, or my boyfriend at the time, I remember he used to bring me out, get me ice cream, because I would be inconsolable. And like, you can get 100 positive comments, but the one bad comment really like sits with you. So it's actually really bad, but I'm really used to getting hate.
But it stands to you as well then, like, that you're able to overcome it. Do you know what I mean? I think the more times that you succeed, the more confidence that gives you again, that like, oh, I actually can do it.
Yeah, and like, not a lot of people believed in me. A lot of people were like, it's so saturated, why are you bothering?
Especially in Ireland, like,
it's always the people that chat shit, like, that's their own limiting beliefs and they're projecting them onto you. That's not yours. You know, you have to take it on.
So yeah, like, not a lot of people supported me, and then, you know what, I just say, fuck it, I did it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, and you can literally say that you did it, you know what I mean?
And now, like, I'm so blessed. I'm around, like, amazing people. I'm living in Bali. I'm working off my own time, and it was worth it. So you just have to put the blinkers on with people.
100%.
And I even feel like being around you, like, you're, like, I don't know you that long, I don't know you that well, but just from being around, like, I always feel like, oh my God, yeah, like, just better about myself. But, like, you don't even say anything to me. It's just, like, it's like your presence is like very, like, you can do it, girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
the one thing about me, I'm a hype queen.
Yeah.
And I also love sitting and talking to people and say, like, people who want to do what I'm doing or want to do something that I'm doing. I love sitting down and being like, let's brainstorm this. Like, you can do this. Because a lot of the time, people just need to kick up the ass.
And instead of being like, do you know when there's people who have already made it, they're sometimes like jealous and they'd be like, no, don't do that. If their friend came to them wanting to do the
you don't
same
keep
thing.
secrets and
No, I literally am like, let me help you.
Because
like,
I've seen you with the other girls also coaching, and you're like telling them, like, and like giving them mini like coaching thing at the table. And they're like, like, I even see them online, like, they're like stuff, like, they're doing better online because, like, they've just been hanging around with you a little bit more.
I was like, you can do it, because they're all like 21 and 22, God bless them. And like, when I was there, but my mindset was a bit different, because I was like I'm just like, this was happening, whereas they're like, it's not happening now. Whereas like there was like a year where I was making maybe €500 a month, and I just kept going at it, and then after a while it turned into a business. So that's why I keep saying, I was like, just keep working at it, and like, it's gonna happen.
So you kind of like always knew, you know, you just believed in it, like, you just,
I don't know why I have this belief in myself. Like,
I honestly should.
It just shows if you fully believe in yourself, you will make it. Like, you will.
But I don't know where I got this. I think maybe I've had really supportive parents. So my parents, like, when I was younger, I was never like I did karate, I did rugby, I did classical singing. So I did like a lot of stuff. So there wasn't a lot of things that my parents say you can't do. So maybe it stems from that, because I just have this unshaking belief that I can do it.
That really helps as well when you're a child, especially if your parents are really encouraging and like they don't.
That's where most of your beliefs form.
They do.
Stuff like that.
From your parents.
That's probably it, because I'm just like, I can do it. I don't know why, but I just do it.
That's so nice.
So literally just believe that, like, with self-belief,
believe in yourself
is like the seed of your.
It actually works.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, just believe in yourself. No, it actually works.
I'm feeling empowered already.
After
this conversation, I'm like, right, okay.
Great.
Flip it the mind.
Because Warner was like, we were like having coffee before. She was like, oh, I just feel so unmotivated.
I know.
Like, what's wrong?
Literally spend a day with me.
Just wait.
Honestly, I love that. You know, like, the one thing that people say about me, which is like, I feel like it's like the top tier compliment, and people always say it when they're with me, especially in Bali, because my vibes when I was in Ireland, they weren't that high. But here, like, they're very, very high. And like, I've had 3 different girls say it to me, that they feel that I make them feel really good about themselves when they're around me. So like,
that's like the best compliment as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when your energy can.
You know. Where did you live before Bali?
So I lived in Marbella. And as much as I loved it, it's not the same. There's a bit of like, it's very negative. But all my
materialistic,
very materialistic. Same as Dubai as well. It's just like, everyone kind of cares about like what you're wearing, what you're driving, and that's not me. That's never been me.
And if you strip all that away from someone, like, if you put your identity on them things, what are you? If you have like no Louis Vuitton or no amazing villa, or you know what I mean? Like,
and like, the most amount of compliments you've got, or like the best compliment you've got, has all been about your energy, and no one's been like, obviously it's nice people like, I love your hair, like I love your body, like that's such a nice compliment, but the best compliment has been when people have like your energy.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
100%.
like whether you're in Marbella or home or something, like that's something that you carry with you all the time.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't come from like a bag.
You can't buy it.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
that's such a nice like compliment and like
It is
thing to
top
have.
tier.
Yeah.
When people say, "Whoa, your energy is amazing,"
Yeah,
do
yeah.
not just get like,
You're like, oh, thank you.
because anyone
yeah.
can buy hair, or anyone can like do their makeup, but like when someone goes, "Your energy is infectious," like that just makes me like, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, and it makes you feel like like
so good about
beautiful
yourself.
from the inside out.
And is Marbella like polar opposite to here then?
Yeah.
In terms of like
Well, like
everything, yeah.
it's very like very materialistic. I have great girlfriends there, so that's the reason why I'll probably go back is because my best friends live there. But yeah, it's very materialistic. It's all about like what you're wearing, what you're driving, what DJ you're going seeing, how big is your villa, and that's just not my vibe. You know?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know it's not where
No.
true happiness comes from. And stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like a lot of people still like have to learn that, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so what was,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
my
that was
toes
us full on diving.
Was that my deep dive?
That was
Yeah,
your
that
deep
was a good
dive.
one.
That was probably about under 12 meters deep, I'd say.
Yeah.
12
Have you done
meters.
scuba diving yet?
No.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
This is 12 meters deep.
So if you
It's
don't
fair.
have if you don't have the qualification, you can only go at least 12, and then if you have like the qualification, you can go way more.
I see.
Yeah. So for Stuck in the Mud, someone sent us
Someone
a
in.
cheating one, and I guess like
I'm very now, my beliefs, they're very...
On
like,
cheating.
Yeah.
Or just,
I mean-
think.
Oh, you don't even want to get me started on
Oh, yeah.
cheating.
I mean,
Don't even.
It's good. Okay, so and Stuck in the Mud this week, we will ask Kiki a dilemma, or tell Kiki a dilemma that
then
someone
she
sent in,
can
and then
give
she can
her
give her
opinion.
on it.
Love it.
Okay, so a girl actually wrote it in. Normally they write them in anonymous because they don't want to be like.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
But this girl
We
actually
never
gave
name
us-
either.
Yeah,
ever,
we never
Jesus.
name.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, so a girl said, I cheated on my boyfriend and kissed a guy on a night out, and I told him everything, but the guilt is killing me. He wants to get back with me, but I don't think I will ever get over it. It's not like me, and it was honestly a drunken mistake. So this is not even like a guy cheating
No,
on
she
her.
feels
She cheated
so
on a guy.
bad. I think.
So
with
I
that
think
one-
like he wants to get back with her, but she doesn't
And he
think
knows.
she can.
She
and
told
she
you.
knows, and like
He told her. She
God
told
bless
her.
her.
But like she feels like the guilt eating her up, and obviously like she's probably gonna feel like unworthy, you know, if she was
100%.
with him. And what is it?
I always think, right, like, you know, if you cheat on someone, I think that, like, you're looking for external validation, that you're, like, obviously, like, getting it from one person isn't enough. So I think potentially that girl needs to just take a bit of, like, time to heal and work on why, like, she needs that external validation. I think, you know, when you get back together, there's so many people that get back together after cheating, and, like, if you can make it work and you want to make it work, you can. But, like, I just think it's, like, sometimes I've seen couples that where the power dynamic is completely off whack because the partner that was cheated on will always resent you.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
don't
and always
know.
use that as like a,
And if you go on a night out,
well, you
they'll
cheat
shit
on me,
themselves, yeah.
so
Yeah.
they use it as like a
I don't know.
like not a blackmail, but you know, like
I personally would never get back with someone who cheated
I don't
on
know,
me.
like, can you get me a bar from the fridge? Like, no, like, well, you cheat on me, so that's the least you can fucking do.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you know?
I just
But-
think I don't know. I do think you can work through it, but I just think if it was me, I wouldn't get back with someone who cheated on me.
Yeah, no.
Because-
And that for that girl who cheated on that guy, like, would you say to leave it?
I think that, like, potentially she needs to take a break.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
do some, like, inner work, healing, and, like, fix why she's looking for validation of someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you're drunk, though, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to.
I've been
But then-
blackout drunk before. I mean, I haven't cheated on anyone, but I've been blackout drunk before where, like, what am I like? Or what have I been like in the past? I have no recollection. Like, I would wake up the next day and be like, oh.
It's like she
Where am
should
I?
be passed out,
But
like,
I'm
because
not.
like literally
I'm
passed
still
out, but she's
alive.
still a functioning.
Yeah.
It's
human,
like the
so
lights are on
it's
no one's home.
dangerous.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, so I guess you can do it there, but like,
But I know.
I
Is,
mean,
is
when-
that something deeper where you're like, don't feel maybe validated by the other person, so then therefore, yeah, like you said, you're.
Maybe it's, like, subconscious, because I've been blackout drunk.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm in
true.
ragdoll. This is what my friends call me when I get too drunk. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm ragdoll, I go limp. But I've never cheated on anyone. But I don't know, like, it doesn't cross my mind even when I'm drunk.
yeah.
No.
So I don't
So
know.
I think it's a deeper,
I think it could be
a
deeper.
deeper
Yeah, it
thing. Like if
definitely
you're
could be.
still
Yeah.
like drunk and you still have the urge to go out and cheat, like no matter like how drunk you are, like normally you know where you live, so like you should like also know I have a boyfriend. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's one of them things that's just annoying. So if you still go out and cheat, like
I know someone, let's say, okay, when she gets drunk, like she has done that in the past, and I think it stems from like a deeper issue
like
with the person that she's with. You know what I mean?
I just think like there's so much time, trust me, from a girl who's always been in a relationship, there's so much time to be in a relationship, like especially when you're young. I just think sometimes like this is something that I didn't do, is take the time to work on myself and my insecurities and make myself a better person for a potential future partner. Like who's to say that you guys can't get back together? But I always think actually doing the healing work and working on your insecurities goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do it. I don't take my own advice.
Yeah, no, because then you can be like bring your best self.
What did you used to say to me? You used to say like the jigsaw analogy, where like you're constantly changing when you're younger, and like it's hard to try match with someone, you know what I mean, when you don't even know yourself.
I was in a relationship when I was 20 and I am a completely different human now. So I just think like when you get with someone when you're really young, it's like it doesn't like it does work out sometimes. Like some people are
but you have to evolve together to
or else if you don't then
or if you don't then you're gonna split
grow
apart.
100%.
Okay, so that girl,
that was a hard one.
Because it's not your typical like,
no, and I actually feel really bad for her because she seems really upset.
Do you know, and if she was even like willing to like name herself and come into the questions box, you know what I mean?
Guilty.
And it'd be different if it like she was doing it all the time and like you know
and she was drunk and stuff.
You know what? I don't think it means if you cheat, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. There's always like space for you to grow and like get better and learn from it. Like it doesn't mean you're always going to be a cheater. It just means maybe there's like an insecurity of yours that you need to just heal. Because I used to be so insecure and now I've healed all of that and I don't feel like I used to always have to have reassurance from a partner. And that's healed now. And that's worked on, nice so I don't need
look
that.
Back at, look at yourself and be like, oh,
it's so good.
That you don't even need that,
Does it feel like a full-on weight lifted off your shoulders?
Literally.
Like, because you love yourself.
Literally. Because like I would literally be sitting there being like, am I pretty? And it used to drive my partners insane. They'd be like, Kiki, are you joking? I don't want to say this again to you.
Like whatever their answer is, you're gonna feel whatever after they answer. If they were like no, you'd be like If
and you shouldn't tie your happiness to that.
No, you should not.
So I feel relieved after that.
That's amazing.
Better.
Okay, so red flag repellent.
Oh wow. I like that.
Let's keep it away. Okay, so for red flag repellent, usually we read out another dilemma, but I feel like you have a dilemma of your own.
Are we allowed to talk about
We won't name a shame and like
no. This is a learning
Very
incident.
few people actually know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
very true. You know, I suppose this would be a kind of learning curve.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going through the same thing as well.
Going through the same thing, and like anyone can go, no matter what confidence, no matter how beautiful you are. It happens to like
honestly,
the best.
These fuckboys are everywhere, gals.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God,
Bali.
I just want them to leave me alone. Like that's all I want.
There's a lot in Bali. There's a lot.
Yeah. I've heard that, and everyone was like, oh, like Canggu is fuckboy central, and I was like, I thought like you're meant to heal here. I thought people are good people.
Would maybe.
I mean, that's why it helps you heal. I think because you're slipping and dodging all these things, and you're like, why am I attracting them, or how can I avoid this? Or you learn from one, learn from the other.
I just want to attract like a good, decent man.
You will.
That just like respects me, and that we have a mutual respect. Like I'm sick of fuckboys. I'm honestly, I'm tired.
Well, you have that knowing and that confidence that like your business will work out. So have that same.
Do you ever get like a gut feeling if you're talking to someone like initially that they're like a fuckboy, or you do?
Yeah. I get like I feel wary. I like wary about them.
And then do you ignore it or?
No. To be fair, now right. I used to ignore red flags. There used to be a carnival of red flags, and I'd just be like, I see pink. Yeah. Like I just used to ignore it because I wanted. When I was younger, I think it's an Irish thing where you're like brought up to believe that you have to meet the guy and have babies and to be really happy, that you have to be in a couple, you have to be married, blah blah blah. So that's ingrained, I think, especially as Irish people, that like the only way you can be happy is with a guy or like in a relationship. So now I know, like I'm happy now, you know, and what makes me happy is like spending time with my friends, like my business makes me happy and my clients make me happy. But like when I was younger, I was like desperate to have a boyfriend. Like I mean, like all I wanted was my Prince Charming. So I would just ignore red flags. I'm like ignored them to the point where like I got into relationships for a very long time and put up with a lot of red flags.
Yeah, shit.
Because you ignore one, you just get used to ignoring them.
Yeah. And you try and make excuses for him, like, no, that wasn't red. Like, I'm pretty sure I had a little bit of shade of it was white.
And you know when you're trying to like cover up for someone, like, okay, that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, you know, if like you like, what did you tell one of our friends if you wouldn't tell your parents about it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you know it's wrong.
If you can't say it to your girlfriends, you can't say it to your parents. Like you know, like there's a problem.
Then you're like, okay.
I've had that. Yeah. We've all had that. Like, let's be honest.
And then, so have you met anyone in Bali since you've been here, or experienced?
She knows exactly what she's asking.
I'm trying to prod it.
Yeah. So I did meet a guy, and
I think he's famously known on your stories as.
He is famous as Jinbei.
Jinbei.
Because I don't. Okay, so this is actually kind of toxic on my behalf, but I don't name men until
that's fine. Prove themselves.
Until they prove them. So they don't even get saved on my phone.
Yeah.
Until they prove themselves to me. So he doesn't even have his number saved. But yeah, it was just like, you know, I honestly should have really picked it up earlier, but it was a lot of like love bombing, and then like hot and cold, which is like a manipulation kind of tactic, which is like actually called breadcrumbing, where they give you bits and then they take it away.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you know what, like, I was just saying it to Avine that like, I just wish I would respect men more if they were just upfront. Like, I'm a big girl. If you just want to have sex, that's absolutely fine. But like, just don't call me your wife.
Yeah.
Like, I hate
cringe,
that. Cause
ick.
That would give me the ick. I'd be like, ew, go away, you weirdo.
Like, don't call me your wife.
Don't call me your wife unless you put a fucking ring on my finger.
You don't get fucking wife privileges. And you as well, you have to ask me out before I become your wife as well.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, men these days will do anything to get what they want, to the point where it's just like confusing, you know, and I just don't like it. So.
And then trying to mark their territory in public, but then still like
not giving you attention,
like not giving you like mark their territory in public, but then
not
be like breadcrumbing or love bombing and
literally. So this guy was so like hot and cold with me, and then we'd be in the gym, and then he wouldn't have texted me at all. And then he'd come over, kiss me, and cock block me in the gym, and I was like,
because she looks hot, and the gym is full of males.
And then all the other males think I have a boyfriend. You know, a lot of people came up to me being like, "Is that your boyfriend?" And I was like, "No,
no."
And I just like, he'd be like,
we needed like "I am single" sticker for you.
I am single.
Those red stickers like, "Hi, my name is Kiki. I am and I'm single."
But that's just like a marking the territory kind of possessive
That was
thing.
the intention behind
There's a lot of red flags there, guys.
I mean, we've seen a lot of red flags already: hot and cold, love bombing. Marking territory without actually wanting to like be committed.
Boys think they are there if you're not even with them to do that. That's disgusting.
I was kind of like, what the fuck? I remember I was sitting down with one of the girls and I was like, I'm so confused. And you know what? Like, it's just like, it's tiring. It is tiring.
And we always
you should not know where you stand with someone. Like, if you have to question where you stand with someone, like, that's your answer, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Like, that wasn't fair. So I just think like, I fucked him off anyway.
Yeah, so Jinbei is
no longer.
Jinbei is not even a bae.
Maybe I'll meet another Jinbei.
Jinbei is just Jim.
Do you know what? I just like.
I feel like you should ask me for clarification first because I know everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I need to screen.
I think I know everybody. I can do like a background vetting, and then I can.
That's true.
Say
I feel like everyone in that gym is a no go. But anyway.
Yeah, that's what everyone said.
I've always said that's what I mean. Apart from one.
Apart from
one now.
You're one. If you can send one of them my way, that'd be amazing. Like someone's really nice and genuine and doesn't wreck my brains.
But like I had to also go through that like whole
maybe in Bull Gym.
Like
I go to that gym.
Processing before.
That's where I met my boyfriend.
One time I met her boyfriend.
Okay. Let's pray, let's manifest.
Yeah. And also like you said, when you start doing the inner work on yourself and then you know who you are, what you want, and you already have like quite a you already kind of like that good sense of self as is, but you'll only like you'll see the red flag straight away and be like, actually no, you know what I mean?
I think I kind of semi-ignored them, but I fucked them off quicker
than
I usually would.
That's good.
And that's
I usually like kind of
keep it going,
put up with a bit more shit for a while. But this time I think we capped it at 3 weeks, so that's a win for me. Do you know what I said I would love? I think like having, you know, like a TripAdvisor for men would be amazing.
Like a financial advisor but for men.
So you like rate them.
You can invest your time.
So you rate them based on your experiences. So you could be like 2 out of 10, fuckboy love bombing, and then if he had a load of bad reviews.
Do you know there's like a Canggu girls Facebook group here?
Stop.
And if a boy, so normally you just post in like, hey girls, where can I get fake tan, or like, where can I get this clothes, or selling stuff. But sometimes if there's a really bad boy around Canggu, they post his face in and tell the girls to stay away from him.
Like, be careful.
I love that because I'm so sick of men. Like, I know girls can be equally as toxic, but honestly, men wreck my brains.
Yeah, they honestly do. Because they're just, like, girls are a bit more emotional, like, so they have people's, like, feelings at, like, have people's feelings at heart. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, I don't want to hurt him, I don't want to hurt her. But
there's been
men are just, like, selfish sometimes, so I'll think about themselves and their dick, and then they're like, that's their main priority, you know? Yeah,
I remember when I broke up with one of my exes, I was so conscious not to hurt his feelings. And I was just like, I actually, you know, if he saw me on a date, like if it was the other way around, that would break my heart. But he had no problem with like flaunting new girls around me. And then I just was like, why am I such a mug?
You need to be like, sometimes you just need to play them at their own game, in a way, you know what I mean?
Play the game or the game plays you, babes.
No, honestly.
I know.
Times when these guys string girls along, that like you stroke their ego and you validate it. So you stroke it enough. That's why they give you the hot and cold. You stroke it enough for them to be like, ooh, you know, I'm hot, but I'm gonna fuck her off.
So I feel like when they have to be centered of the room and get everyone else's attention, they're never gonna be happy with just yours anyway.
No, they want like every single girl's attention. And for me, like, I think having one guy being like totally and utterly obsessed with you and committed to you says a lot more than like having loads of guys being like, oh my god, she's so hot, like it's all empty.
Exactly. No, 100%. Like, and when you're in the right relationship, you don't want to go out, you don't even think about other men. Like, you literally like
I literally don't even like, I feel like Justin Bieber would walk past me, I'd be like, hi.
I got my own Justin Bieber.
That's so nice though,
you know.
Anytime I'm in a relationship, I'm the exact same.
Just like loyal.
I don't have time. I don't know how people have time to have different girlfriends and boyfriends.
No, I need to tell you some stories after this. I'm not even going to say it on camera because people are going to know who they are. Okay, I got another question. You can give your opinion on it. Questions. What do you think about men who are 30 plus but are dating girls who are 18, 19, 20? Is this weird and wrong? So many Bali guys I know date young girls under the age of 20, but they're 30, 33, 36. Why is it so normalized here?
It's weird.
Or is it normal? Okay, so many questions. I think it's an interesting topic.
Okay, so me and the girls, right, we have this theory. So if you're like 35 plus, good looking and have money,
it's a red flag.
You're a red flag. Like, why can you not get someone your own age?
I've noticed this as well.
Like, can you imagine like my little sister dating a 30-year-old or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, I was actually out last night and I met like this 37-year-old sexy surfer, Aussie, very hot. And I just said to him, I was like, why are you single? I was like, what's your red flag? He was like, I just haven't met the right girl.
Commitment issues, I'd say.
He was like, I haven't met a girl that just goes with flow, i.e. lets you fuck around the place and doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because like they've had like, okay, say if they're 37, like they've had 37 years to meet someone. Like there's like if you actually do the maths, like there is a lot of like chances they probably did get to meet someone. Yeah. Statistically, they should be like.
And they just fucked them all.
And they haven't. So clearly, like they have.
Well, my boyfriend is 32. I'm 22.
Orna's boyfriend's 10 years older.
10 years older than me. But we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
They are in a relationship.
And he had past relationships as well.
And he had past relationships and like.
I think if they've had no relationships and they're like 37 dating 18-year-olds, it's a bit rare.
And we've done the evaluation and the probability looks good for you.
Yeah. I think it depends, right, on the guy. Like, some guys mature a lot slower.
Yeah.
So like
100%.
Say at 22 to 32, like my best friend is dating like an older guy as well, and they're on the same maturity level.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's fine. But I think if it's like a guy who's like really old,
you just
and no relationships, or jumps from relationship to relationship like very quickly.
And I think you see that a lot in the likes of like Dubai and stuff, where older men have really young girlfriends. Like,
I think it's also like maybe not here so much, but like say trophy wife, they look good. So.
Yeah.
You know,
and also a lot of the time girls. Like we're saying as in the man's a weird, like a bit strange going for a young girl, but in the likes of Dubai and stuff, the girls are just with the older men just for like
for money.
For money.
It's a transactional thing. But like I always think as well, sometimes when the guys are older, they want younger girls because younger girls don't really have as many boundaries and they don't have as many, so they can kind of like mold them.
Did you hear Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
He said that. He was like, younger girls are better because they they're more like impressionable basically, and they haven't been fucked over, so they're not as toxic.
So they'll go with it.
Don't have much baggage.
They don't have much baggage. That's what you said.
As a 20-year-old, I have been manipulated in relationships, and I hadn't a clue what was going on. Whereas now I'd be like, love bombing. I'd be like, that's traumatic. Like, you know, like I'd be able to pinpoint like manipulation, guilt tripping, gaslighting. Whereas as a 20-year-old, I didn't know what that was. Like I fully didn't know what that was.
I think that's why these podcasts and like you speaking about it and stuff like is good, because there will be young girls listening to this, and like you're going to give them knowledge that you have at 26 while they're 20, so they will know in the relationship, like, this sounds like what Kiki was talking about in the podcast, or like, this sounds what I listened, that like girl was going through, and
like, maybe it's not
at a
normal.
younger age they can have more awareness, you know what I mean, and like save themselves like things that we had to go through to figure it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I genuinely wish I had someone like me telling me
what
to avoid.
Like a big sister.
Yeah, because I think I would have avoided a lot of like trauma. I would have avoided a lot, but like I think what I went through was definitely shaped who I am today.
And there needs to be people like you and in the world, do you know what I mean?
PTSD.
Who have all this, but so you can like warn others, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like I even sit like basically my best friend's daughter, she's 15, and I sit her down and I'm like, men ain't shit. I'm like, if he does anything, you drop him, and she's like, okay. But I wish I had someone like that, because my mom's just so nice to everyone. So she taught me that, like, to be nice to everyone. But, like, you don't have to be nice to everyone.
And I think, like, obviously in a more traditional role, the woman does just sit back and the man does the stuff. So, like, our parents came from that kind of, like, generation. So, like, not that they tell us to put up with shit at all, but, like, just they wouldn't be so, like, women wouldn't have been so, like, you know, and now that we're kind of becoming that more, like, we can teach our children that.
Our dad has always told us, though, never take shit, like, even from a young age. I remember him saying to me, like, never let a man, like, ever, like, tell you what to do, like, anything. Like,
he always tried to teach us to be independent young, for, like,
you know?
Have our own money, like have our own, like...
That's so important, to have your own shit. Because I know so many girls that are, like, stuck in relationships and that, like, are abused in relationships because they don't have...
Yeah, and they're just there because they don't have, like, anywhere to, like, stay or their own money. They have to ask their boyfriend, can I have this so that I can get this,
and then you're stuck.
Yeah, because you're so dependent, you know? Do you have any other questions that you want to...
So, this is my question, and it is, do you have sex on the first date? Or have a minimum date rule?
Okay.
What about you guys?
Okay, personal preference. I don't go, but like, I'm not having sex on the first date. I just, like, don't like to give myself up so easily. Like, with my current hubby right now, I don't know if he'll care about me saying this, but anyway, I didn't go...
Dad, you can fast forward.
Dad, block
Dads
ears.
don't watch this.
I didn't, like, get with him, like, until like 6 weeks or something, and I knew he was the one because he did not even pressure me, patient way, just was like not into me for that, so I knew I'm gonna marry this man.
I wouldn't personally myself, like, I've done stupid shit in the past, but now if I was going forward I wouldn't do that, but just because I know what some men can be like, and they'll just be like, right, now that was easy, see you later. I'd literally be like, no.
Like, okay, so I'm actually reading this relationship book, and apparently men are like programmed, like hardwired to want to chase. So the quicker you give it up, and like honestly, you know, it's 2022, do what you want. And if you're having sex on the first date, fuck yeah, you know? But I'm just saying the facts here. So men are programmed to like the chase. So when you take that chase away from them, they don't feel like they have anything to work towards. And I think, like, as a high value woman, and if you see yourself like, you know, you want to be an asset and you want to be, you know, I think make him wait. And then you can see what he's like, because I think the guys that are fuckboys will pressure you, whereas great guys will just, like, let you do it in your time, you know? So I think,
definitely. And, like, exactly.
And then if it happened, say if you did have sex on the first day and it happened to end for another reason that you didn't know, say if they got back with their ex or something, then you're going to be like, oh my God, it's because I did that and he thinks less of me, when it mightn't even be that, and then you could put the blame on yourself then, you know what I mean?
You feel like that.
Yeah,
I don't think there should be, like...
I think make the fuckers wait.
I think
so. You know what? We're the prize.
No, 100%.
Why not?
And I think that, like, don't even, like, say, okay, I'm gonna put it this number. You'll just know.
When I don't think there's a number of weeks. Like, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 2 weeks. But I think it's like, reflected in their effort.
Yeah.
So if this guy is like bringing you on nice dates, making a great effort, maybe like sending you flowers, like good guys do this shit.
Yeah.
You know, and guys that really want to get to know you, you know, and they get to know you as a person before they want to have sex with you. And the sex is better when you wait. I'm just putting it out there.
Definitely.
The sex is way better.
Because then you're more comfortable with the person as well, and you're not just like...
And you know as well, I think... This is, someone said it to me here actually, it's like sex is like sharing an energy with someone. So for me, I don't care if people like have sex on the first date. For me though, I need to know the person. If I'm sharing this much energy, I'm sharing my body with someone, I want to get to know them, and I want to
That's
know.
like me, it's more intimate for me. I don't like the fact that I know someone's seeing me naked, like, and I have to walk by them in the street after I don't speak to them. That just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
So that's what I would say. Plus as well, they say that girls get feelings when you have sex, okay? And guys get feelings in the lead up when they get to know you. So say, for example, if you have sex like the day you meet him, she's gonna have no feelings for you. Whereas you'll then get feelings because I think it's like amounts of like serotonin. Oxytocin. So then you're fucked.
That's it.
Because then you're hung up and then he's on to the next one. So you got to make him fall in love with you.
That's why men, I think I've said it on this podcast before, but that's why men and women are so different. Because women fall in love through quality time, but men fall in love through their mind, like, and their desires with you. So it's like...
In absence, they would fall
like,
in
and they
love
fall in love
with,
with, like, say, distance, because... So when they're away from you, they're thinking, oh, like, Kiki's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. But women fall in love when they're spending time. So it's like, how do we ever be compatible? Because, like, we want to spend time, but they want to fall in love with us more when they desire us.
It's true. It's so true. Wow.
So I'm like, fuck's sake. Like, are we even meant to be, like, together? Like,
I don't know. Because I'm the same. Like, when I'm obsessed with a guy, I'm just like, oh, my God, what's he doing? And then I have to remind myself, I'm like, stop being a freak. Just give him some space. Because he, like, if you're there all the time, you're not a commodity anymore. So they're just like, oh my God, would this bitch ever go away? I want to play FIFA. I want to go do guy stuff. But it's hard. And girls, I find that's because I always have to do dating advice on my Instagram. But I find like that's where girls fall short. Is they just get obsessed. And
you revolve your life around
your plans. Like your friend could be asking you to do something, but this guy could potentially ask you to go on a date, and you're waiting around, and you won't make a decision.
And but men respect you more, and like they like love girls more when the girls like, sorry, I'm busy. I'll see you at 7. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
you don't want to be at his beck and call, and I think that's sexy.
Because again, the chase that you said.
He wants to make him work for it, you know? And I think it's like, when you're busy, that's sexy, you know? Even when guys are busy, I don't want a guy hanging out of me either.
No.
You know? 100%. So it's nice when you have that little break.
Distance, distance.
100%. Agree. So here's one that we said, like, when a man's busy, it's sexier when you're, like... But someone said, my man works for himself, but I'm finding it hard to be second priority in this new relationship. Any advice? God. So if a man's busy, but he's almost too busy that you feel like you're second priority, like...
No, but like, this is one of my green flags. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have a list of green flags. And being a priority is one of them. I'm a busy person. Like, I mean, I'm the busiest person I know. I'm always like, I work like 10 to 12 hour days. Wow. Between like content and then client check-ins. You have time to, if I want to prioritize someone, I have time. So I just think like, it's amazing that he's doing his new business, but like, it's so important that you're made feel a priority. Like, you know, if you're a girlfriend, there has to be some sort of like, he can donate half an hour to you every day. Just something.
I think that's important. Yeah, or like, or if you have some quality time, like if you're both busy, like what I love about my relationship, and like me and my boyfriend live together, so like that I don't want to be hanging around all day, so I go out and do my own thing, but then we come together at night time and like we watch a movie or like have dinner together and then chill in the evening together, so then it like gives me something to look forward to during the day. Like I know, and the evening, that is our time together, and like it's a perfect amount of time. But like if he was like working and then came home and like went and played FIFA and like
I'd get annoyed. I wouldn't like that.
Like, sorry, no. But so I think like you're never, like you said, if you're busy, you're never too busy.
No, not even to send a message or like to be like even thinking of you.
Or like just
he can take an hour out of his day, or like some day that suits. You know what I mean? To
or
just
even like having dinner together. I think for me, like I've been in relationships, and it's always been quite nice when you just like. You don't even have to speak at the end of the day. You can just literally just be in each other's presence. Do you know? And that's like making you a priority. Just think like work is great, but like at the end of the day, what really matters is like who you're spending your time with.
I agree.
So
100%.
yeah, red flag.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Breakup
no.
time.
Okay, I have one more, and then we'll get on to their last segment, because it's not about men, it's just about life. Okay, someone said, I'm unsure of this long-term relationship. We've been on and off for years, and when we're not together I miss him, but when we are together I want, when we're together I don't know if I want it, and I question, do I love him, etc. What should I do? So they're in a long-term relationship, and they've been on and off. When she's broken up with him, she really misses him, but when she's actually together, she's like, do I love him?
Do you miss him or do you miss the company?
Yeah.
Because I was like this. I was a big, like, I wouldn't break up with exes because I just hated being by myself.
Yeah.
But now I've, like, fully gotten used to it, and, like, I enjoy being by myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when you're in a relationship for ages, you lose, like, a part of you that's able to be by yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that girl is just...
Yeah.
She just
I don't
wants
think she
company.
likes him, because if you're with him and you're being like, oh, I
Should
don't know
I
if I
do-
like him or not, then you obviously don't like him.
Yeah, and I think
You
when
know?
then she's apart with him, she doesn't miss him, she just misses the relationship.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing I think when you get in a relationship, and I haven't done it in the past, in this relationship I'm way more conscious to do it, is allow yourself alone time.
Yeah.
Because like when you're alone, then you still continue that relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
And that's like where everything else like stems from, like how you have that relationship with yourself stems from, will like shape how you have a relationship with others, or you know, how you see yourself and hold yourself to a standard which allows others to interact with you and stuff, do you know?
100%.
Yeah, and like
So-
keep the things up that you do. Like if you get a boyfriend, people could spend so much time, they stop meditating or stop journaling or stuff like that. But you need to keep all them things
And
going.
stop seeing
you know?
their friends and
Yeah.
stuff, you know?
Yeah. My big thing is because, like, when I get into a relationship, in the past when I was younger, I was like, I don't need any friends. I have my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
That's a
good.
big thing.
But then, like, now when I've gotten into relationships, I prioritize my girlfriends. They are a higher priority than my boyfriend, especially when I first meet him. Because at the end of the day, it was actually my therapist who said this to me. He was like, Kiki, relationships come and go. They end and they start every single day. But, like, your friends are the people that are going to be there to pick up the pieces. So if you fuck them all off, it's actually harder. You need friends.
You'll feel
to
more
get
lonely
through.
than if something happens. Like.
Yeah, so that's why it's just like the last year and a half is like for me mending friendships, but also like really, really prioritizing them. And you know, like for that, like for me, that's doing, I do a round text to all my friends in the morning.
That's so
I'm like,
cute.
hey babes, thinking of you, how are you getting on?
That's so
You
nice.
know?
Yeah.
Because I lost a lot of friends when I was in a relationship. So
Yeah. So that's like another learning like thing for
100%.
you.
It's all lessons.
yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I've learned so many lessons, and I learn them the hard way all the time.
Yeah, but I think it's
don't
the best
listen.
way, because
Yeah.
then like you've gone through it, so someone else doesn't have to.
Yeah.
You're like a martyr, you know.
Yeah.
And then we'll do our last
What is our last thing?
segment, our new one.
What is it? You can't remember.
I'll
what
explain it.
Okay.
I'm gonna remind Orna and tell Kiki. So we have this new segment called Beauty in the Mundane. So it's just where
I
you
remember.
pick a simple moment in your week that you just found beautiful. Like, don't have to be for any particular reason. Like, it might not be like, it might be on the beach, or it might just be you're in a coffee shop, or you know there was something small in your week that you found beautiful. Because that way it makes our listeners and like us and stuff be more conscious in the week ahead to look for
More
something
present, yeah.
and more present that we might find beautiful for no reason at all. Or like, it doesn't be like I was on the beach, the sun was shining. Like, it doesn't have to be like very, you know, like a big deal. Oh, sorry guys. It doesn't have to be a big deal. So was there any moment in your week that you just found like content or happy or
Like that I was just buzzing.
just buzzing for no, it doesn't have to be.
Do you know what? I don't know if you guys get this, but anytime I like am on the back of a scooter, I close my eyes and I'm just like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, and I think loads of people try to film it because they're trying to capture that moment, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like the sun's shining, like so much of the time we're home, we're in the car because it's raining, or like.
But you know, even when I'm in Ireland, I love nothing more than a drive.
Yeah.
With my friends or like with my sister, and I love a drive.
Yeah.
So I love being on the back of a scooter. I love being in a passenger seat of a car and we're just chilling.
Yeah.
I got snackies.
Yeah.
That's like the really mundane stuff that I love to do.
Yeah.
Especially at home, I'll be like to my sister, I was like, we go for a drive.
It's the best because it's like
I don't drive.
doesn't make you don't drive.
No, maybe that's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we go for a drive?
But it's like the best part because it's like it doesn't require like loads of money to do it. You don't have to have like, it's not based on condition. Like it's just so simple, but it's just like so easy, but brings you so much joy. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
what about you?
Well, mine was just the basic sunset. I feel like I've been so busy. I got back on Tuesday and I was just kind of in a bit of a shit place.
Yeah.
Causing my own pain.
No, because you felt unsettled.
I just felt unsettled, yeah, even though I've lived here for like a year and a half.
Happens so when you travel.
Yeah, it does.
I feel really unsettled when I go to new places.
And you just come back after like being so settled at home, and then come back to Bali and like.
And then I was unsettled because I was settled before. Yeah. Because I'd been here for so long, but then I went home, was settled, and then I came back here and was unsettled because my accommodation, I didn't have like a set place to live, but I was on the beach yesterday and I just felt better. Yeah. Because it was just, everything was just still.
Nearly grounds you, doesn't it, a little bit when you go to the beach.
100%.
And the sunset is like...
Sunset was insane last night.
Yeah. They're all different. Unreal. And they're all beautiful.
That's why I said it's so natural, like it can't be taken away. Yeah. Do you know the way like things and rules, there's so many rules now, there's so many things, but nature is like the one permanent thing that is always the same. Yeah. You know, that sounds so deep, but it's
no, so you don't have to be sorry. That is it.
It's so true, yeah.
Yeah, and like you're always, sometimes your life can be so hectic, and then you're like, come to the beach, and you're like, okay, no matter where I am in the world, and if as long as I can see the sun and things,
even in Ireland as well, Ireland's
okay.
nice as well. There's some nice sunrises, sunsets.
I love Ireland.
Yeah, I have a new appreciation for it now. 100%. I hated it before I came to Bali. I was like, I hate Ireland. Never want to go home. Blah blah blah. And then I got here and I was like, oh blah. And then now that I've been home, I don't mind it.
You miss it. Like, do you know what I do when I go home? And I do this all the time when I get back. I sleep in my childhood bed, and then in the morning, it's usually around 7 o'clock, I'll open the window and I just smell the crispy air. Yeah. Do you know that? Like, it's so crisp. And I'm like...
And like seeing my dogs and everything, like my family dog's so cute. I actually just miss them so much already.
I miss my dog too.
Is she at home?
Yeah, she's staying with my parents because I just think it would be just too traumatic to bring her over here.
Yeah.
Right now,
yeah.
Potentially I'll bring her next year.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go home and bring her back.
Yeah, it's like a selfless decision. You know, like it's hard for you, but it's better for her. It's
awful for me, but I know she's going to be happier in Ireland with all the other dogs at home running around the grass. Yeah. As opposed to bringing her over here.
Yeah, because it's proper hot over here journey, as well. Different climate. You have to get
like a 30-hour plane journey.
Yeah, and she'll be in cargo or something as well.
Well, she has quarantine.
Quarantine in Jakarta.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Traumatic. No, and she just like, I brought her on big journeys like that, and she just hates me after them. Yeah. She just like the look in her eyes. She's crazy dog eyes. Yeah. So you know, I was just my mom was like, just leave her here. Like we've already got dogs. Doesn't matter.
She can be with them.
Yeah. She thrives in Ireland as well.
Yeah.
Thriving.
So nice.
Loves it.
Yeah. What was yours, Eileen?
Oh yeah.
Forgot to ask.
I just love. Yes, okay. I just love Sunday mornings. Like,
oh yeah.
Because I just love to like wake up. Yeah, I just love to wake up like a little bit later, or like I normally just wake up early still, but I just don't have an alarm on, so I just naturally wake up. Like I order like my favorite coffee to my house. Like I turn the TV on, like we open the curtains. Oh, it's just like so nice, just lie in bed and like cozy. Just cozy, and like TV's on. It kind of reminds me of like, maybe I love it so much because it brings back to childhood. You know when you used to get up as a kid, go downstairs and watch TV in the mornings, like
Sunday mornings are the best.
Yeah, and like and then you can order like, you always like allow yourself to have like a little bit of a different breakfast, like pancakes or so
pancakes on a Sunday morning.
That's just like so. I just can't wait for that all week. Like, and I don't know why. It's just like so simple, but I love it.
Yeah,
so that was mine. Beauty in the mundane.
Yeah. So think of yours.
So think of your beauty in the mundane, and then it like look out for the rest of the week, something beautiful. Just and then it makes you like really just appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was such an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, really and again, we feel like more like there's a prep in our step for the rest of the day.
You're walking out here more motivated now.
Yeah, and just because it's for you being you.
Yeah,
thank you.
We'll like plug all your socials.
Your social media.
And your social media is actually really helpful. Like it's not just like you posting gorgeous pictures of you. It's like recipes.
Yeah.
Fitness videos. To add value. Literally add value.
Yeah,
and they're all interactive because they're all reels.
And I feel like that's like another reason why you're so successful, because you actually add value as well.
Yeah,
I think there's so many pretty people on the internet that sometimes it's nice to just get value. Just like working out, cooking, the stuff I actually love to do. So it's nice.
Yeah, I'm obsessed as well. I think I followed you for like
years.
The first time I heard of you is I saw you on Siobhan's stories. Staying here from the frog.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time that I was like, who is this girl?
No, I followed you for like for years, but just like because I think I seen you like on. I think my ex-boyfriend used to be obsessed. You know, it's like
stop.
How do I be more like this girl? So he'd be obsessed with me. But
But
anyway, it's a beautiful bond.
Yeah. Look at this. That's like a full circle moment. You're like,
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. Great guest.
We're glad to be back.
Yeah, back again.
And you can be with your sisters too.
Yeah.
You can be
And I'm the third sister.
sister.
Because I miss my sister.
And we will see you in the next
one.
podcast.
And it won't be lagged.
No, it won't be.
Back
It'll be
again.
back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Bye.